Hey everyone, Sean Dawson here from Julie Harris Realty with your monthly update. Today is the 1st of October 2021 and I'm going to talk today about a few things, including of course the monthly indices along with a few other little bits of news that have been coming about in the last week or so. Let's get straight into it. So drum roll, of course, as always. Markets, once again, all on the up except for one particular market, and that is the monthly house change in Darwin. We did see a couple of those segments in Darwin down last month as well, but still every other segment within the markets that Corelogic tracks on the up. I suppose not to be of surprise, but that's the way it is. Though we have seen a couple of trends slowing a little bit this month compared to last. So this is for the tracked monthly indices for September 2021. So of course we're tracking Brisbane, as I always do talk about. Let's get straight into it. So the change for all dwellings here in Brisbane, so as I always talk about, this includes freehold houses, duplexes, townhouses, apartments, units. The difference between September 2020 and September 2021, up 19.87%, which is up a little more from the previous month's year-on-year difference. That was 18.28%. The month-on-month change, so the difference between August this year and September this year for all properties, up 1.80%. That slowed a little bit, so the difference between the 2 months prior was 2.02% up. Houses up change for year-on-year, 22.20%, and then the difference between month-to-month, 2.02%. Again, that slowed a little bit from the month prior, when that was up at 2.14%. And then units year on year up 8.80%, and then month on month up 0.6%, so just over 0.5%, which has slowed quite a bit from the previous month, which was up 1.39%. So no reason to really be any concern, but we're still seeing those kind of crazy climbing prices at the moment. What's interesting is I think everybody has probably read quite a few news pieces in the last week or so with various institutions talking about how they're going to try and rein in this current phenomenal amount of growth. Obviously, the Reserve Bank has indicated that they won't be increasing interest rates, but APRA and a few other agencies have indicated that they're going to be looking at lending requirements from banks. Unfortunately, it might not create what we're after in terms of the slowing of growth. It might just more so lock out first home buyers or make it harder for first home buyers to purchase. But I think the intention is for them to kind of slow growth a little bit. So if you have got a home, if you've got a property that you've considered selling, now may very well be the time to get it listed, because we might see some growth slowing before the end of the year. But yeah, that's the month for our update. I just wanted to talk very quickly about a couple of properties. So last month, obviously, I talked about 23 Landsdowne Street. Now that was a house that we took to auction within, I think, 2 weeks after that update. We ended up selling it under the hammer on auction day. 4 registered bidders. We had 20 plus bids, and we ended up selling that property for $960,000. Now, this is a property that was on a 405 block with split living, with no internal staircase. And it was subject to potential flooding, though there hadn't been any history of flooding for a long time in that area. The Brisbane City flood maps did indicate that there was a very low likelihood that it could flood. So we found that interest was a little bit waning because of that, but we still managed to get $960,000 for it, which was a fantastic price on the day. I've got a couple of things coming up soon, houses in surrounding suburbs, and if you're one of those buyers that missed out at Landsdowne Street, or if you're after something that is a house in an inner city suburb, please give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. I will have some properties coming up very shortly in adjacent suburbs to Coorparoo. And I just wanted to quickly talk about a property that's coming on in Morningside probably in the next week or so. This is 5/20 Fraser Street. Now this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single car lock-up garage, end terrace townhouse. In a very good location at the end of a cul-de-sac street on Fraser Street in Morningside. Very well kept, substantially tidy and modern. Only 8 years old, I think this complex is. Sizable, generous bedrooms. Main bedroom is easily a king size room with an ensuite, front-facing balcony. Generous end terrace with big courtyard and side access. Resort kind of like townhouse complex, I suppose you could say. It's got a really nice swimming pool, walking distance to the Morningside train station, walking distance to the Morningside shopping precinct, less than a 5-minute drive down to Oxford Street, less than a 10-minute drive over to Westfield, Carindale. Ideal for that kind of commute into the city if you're one of those people. Would suit perfectly maybe someone that's been recently pushed out of the house market because of the crazy increases in prices for that kind of segment. We're finding that's happening a lot. A lot of people now who may previously been able to buy a house now, maybe they can't, so they are kind of pushing into the nicer townhouse market. So this townhouse will definitely suit that kind of buyer. If you're interested, give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. I should have it launched probably by next weekend, with intention to conduct open homes during that week and the following weekend. I might leave it with that. If you would like to have a chat about your property, what it might be worth in this market, please give me a call. You can reach me on 0407 149 757 or shoot me a text to that number, or you can email me at Sean, SEAN, at julieharrisrealty.com.au. Happy October. Thanks. Bye.